Thank you. Fellow delegates, fellow Republicans, fellow Minnesotans, who is ready to beat Mark Dayton this fall? I am blessed to have been a lifelong Minnesotan who is ready to serve the people. Everyone in this room knows that whether it is at the state level, the local level, or the federal level, government is too big, it spends too much, it taxes too much, and it regulates too much. We are ready to be servants, servant leaders, Pam, Myra, and myself, not to be your boss, but to be your servant. And I am so excited. I am so excited to have a qualified woman who is absolutely knowledgeable in state budgets, who is knowledgeable on tax policy, knowledgeable in education, who homeschooled her kids for 13 years as a loving wife and mother. And we as Republicans need to welcome all to our side. Whether people be black or white, rich or poor, rural, urban, or suburban, they are treated equally in the eyes of God, and we will make sure they are treated equally in the eyes of their government. Well, while the Democrats are in Duluth trying to figure out if the left hand is farther to the left than the other left hand, we are here to endorse a winner in the fall. Because if we don't endorse a winner, whatever else we do does not matter very much. 4 years ago, a liberal huckster named Mark Dayton rolled into the town square of Minnesota with his square-wheeled wagon and tried to sell the people of Minnesota an elixir of big government and higher taxes. And we are here to give people the real cure. As many of you know, I worked at a hospital, the Catholic Hospital in Marshall, Minnesota, the last 3 years. This is not about experience that I had in the legislature, in my opinion, that makes me the most qualified candidate for governor. It is taking the experience of having built a cancer center for the people of Southwest Minnesota and exercising that leadership where we raised $4 million in 10 months and not a penny from the federal or state government. Why am I running for governor of Minnesota? I could have did a big dissertation in the nominations committee. It's real simple. I love Minnesota. And the reason we're sitting here on a Saturday afternoon is because we love it too. And we are ready to do battle with the Democrats to make sure that our children and our grandchildren have the type of future that they need to grow, to prosper, to create jobs, to raise kids. We are fast becoming a state where people want to leave. I want us to join the other states that do not tax Social Security benefits or veterans benefits, chasing those people out of Minnesota. I spent 18 years on the farm. I spent 4 years as a teacher, 9 years in higher education. I spent 12 years as a small business owner, 4 years in healthcare administration, 4 years as a realtor, and 14 years in the House of Representatives. That makes me about 80 years old. But what I can tell you is I bring real life experience in the private sector. My wife and I, like you, get our health insurance not from the government, but through the private sector. And I can stand on stage with Mark Dayton and have a clear and articulate difference on a lot of issues, And we will bring forward the ability to articulate the difference between Mark Dayton and the Republican team, because we are a team. Now, as you move forward, you have two decisions to make, and I believe that I fit both of them. Who can defeat the two people who are ignoring this process on August 12th, and who can beat Mark Dayton on November 4th, and I believe that I am that candidate. I am the one candidate that has supporters identified in all 87 counties of Minnesota, the only candidate. And for us to win on August 12th as an endorsed candidate and to win on November 4th, we must understand that we need on day one 87 counties of support, whether people are in the rural or in the metro. We are one family in Minnesota. I believe that our team, our ticket, has the values, has the resources, has the name ID, has the ability to reach out to people who are not necessarily Republicans, as I did when I served in the House of Representatives, to bring in conservative Democrats and independents to join our side. And for many of those people, we used to tell them when I won their vote, because their mom and dad voted for Kennedy and Roosevelt, you know, some people like that, so I got to vote for a Democrat. And we said, you know what? You don't have to switch your party, just vote for Marty. We have those people who value life, who value the Second Amendment, who value the fact that government's too big and too expensive. We need to bring them to our side, and I believe I am the person to do that. With that, I want to thank you for your time today. I do value it. I have spent more time and more miles than anyone else, and I believe that you will make the right decision. With that, I want to thank you. God bless you, and God bless the great state of Minnesota.